Welcome back to Teshkid FX for another price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you a price prediction update on Vechain, whose current price stands at the $0.01885 mark, and here on TradingView the market is down by 1.93%. and in this video I want to give you the short-term and the long-term scenarios that I expect to play out, basing my analysis on the EBOOK structures and the Fibonacci's. And allow me to kickstart the video here on the daily chart by giving you a brief of what has been happening here on the Vechain chart. So Vechain, from these low prices that we had been trading within, we saw a very nice bounce to the upper side, making it to an all-time high at around the $0.27 mark, in a movement that I'm terming as a higher Elliot wave count 1 to the upper side. And after seeing the all-time high, we had been seeing lower prices in this lower ABC corrective structure, which has now taken us back to around the $0.017 mark, in a movement that I'm terming as a higher Elliot wave count 2. And after seeing the low for that higher Elliot wave count 2, whatever we expect next is a bounce to the upper side in the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 3 before we see a wave 4, and then continue pushing even higher in the formation of that higher Elliot wave count 5 to the upper side. And getting a little bit into the details of the formation of this Elliot wave structure that we have right here, and giving you a measure from the all-time high to the bear market low that we have made down here at around the $0.017 mark, you can see that Vechain is down more than 90% from the all-time high, and that means there are chances that we might have seen the low for that high Elliot wave count 2, and we might have also seen the low for the bear market low, and there are chances that very soon we might see that a reversal to the upper side in the formation of this wave 3 to the upper side, making it to an all-time high in the next bull market, and sketching out a minimum target area to the upper side in the formation of this wave 3 by connecting the trend based Fibonacci from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave. That gives me a minimum target area at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $0.46 mark, and that is the minimum that I'm expecting Vechain to do in the next bull market. So let's be patient, and that is my long-term scenario that I'm expecting to play out here on the Vechain chart. And jumping to the 1 hour chart for further analysis and also give you the short-term scenarios that I expect to play out. Here on the 1 hour chart, you can see that Vechain, after making our low at around the $0.017 mark, we have been seeing a very nice bounce to the upper side in a movement that has been obeying the Elliot wave structures. And you can see we have completed the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 1 to the upper side, and that was after seeing these fractal waves in red over here in formation, having that wave 5 to the upper side, completing the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 1. And whatever I expected next after seeing the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 1 was the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 2, which is a corrective wave, and because of its corrective nature we also expected to see an ABC corrective structure, which we are seeing over here, having that as the wave A, then a wave B, then we have continued pushing low in the formation of that wave C to fully maximize the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 2. Then after seeing the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 2, whatever we expect next is a bounce to the upper side in the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 3, and I believe that is what has been playing out over here. And in that movement we had been seeing much of a consolidation within this channel over here, and you can see today we have managed to break out of the channel to the lower side, and in that movement to the lower side we have even seen a retest of the lower side of the channel, because you can see we saw the breakout, then after the breakout was in, you can see we had the retest over here, and after seeing the retest we have continued pushing even lower, and that gives me the short-term scenarios that I expect to play out here on the Vechain chart. And before I get to the scenarios that I expect to play out, basing it on this channel that we have right here, let me give you a target area to the upper side in the formation of this higher Elliot wave count 3 to the upper side using a trend based Fibonacci by connecting it from the low of the first wave down there to the high of the wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave, and that gives me a minimum target area to the upper side in the formation of that wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $0.02129 mark. And there are chances that in case we see a reversal from what is happening here on the Vechain chart and also manage to break above the wave 1 high of this Elliot wave structure that I have right here, there are chances that Vechain might get back above the $0.02 mark. And also in that movement we also need to manage to break above the key area of resistance at around the $0.02 mark. And getting back to the short-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out, basing it on this channel that you have right here, I need to prepare you for a bearish movement that can play out here on the Vechain chart, because from what we are seeing over here after seeing the retest, there are chances that we might continue unlocking lower prices, and in that movement there are chances of making a low that is below the low for this second wave. So my next target area here on this chart is the low for the second wave, and I can mark that target area here at around the $0.01798 mark. So in case Vechain continues pushing even lower and get to that target area that I have sketched out here on this chart, there are chances that will be invalidating my EBOOK structure here on this chart, and we might continue pushing even lower and maybe make a new low. So there are chances that Vechain has not yet made a low, that is the bear market low. There are still chances of making a new low, and we need to be prepared for that. That is one thing that you need to have in mind. And that can only happen in case we make a new low that is below the low for the second wave, and also a low that is below for the low for that first wave over there. And in case that plays out, then there are chances that Vechain might be giving us a new low, and we need to be prepared for that. But for now, my primary scenario is that we're in the formation of this wave 3 to the upper side, and I expect a reversal from what we are seeing over here, and then continue pushing even higher to fully maximize the fib level 1.618 in the formation of that wave 3 to the upper side. Also taking a look at the MACD here. On the MACD, that is the indicators. On the RSI, we are trading at around the 27 mark, meaning we have managed to get into the oversold region, and we cannot support any movements to the lower side anymore, and I'm expecting a reversal on the charts. Also taking a look at the MACD, on the MACD we can see that we have printed a bearish cross, and we are seeing an increase in the selling momentum. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll keep you updated.